In this video, I'm going to share 10 reasons why people ride motorcycles and why you should too. I'm going to keep my own reason to the very end. But first, good morning and welcome back to Bromponie Adventures. I say good morning because it's a morning early that I'm doing this ride. I'm riding from Randburg to Heidelberg. I'm going to go for breakfast. It's about an hour and a half's journey. Most of it is going to be back roads. I try not to stay to the highway too much. And while on this ride, I was wondering to myself, why is it that I'm riding an hour and a half far to go for breakfast? I can get scrambled bacon and eggs anyway. Riding is such a contentious matter. I spent a lot of time looking on YouTube why people ride, looked at their comments and looked at a lot of videos. And the one thing that comes up first, always, is the danger factor. Every motorcyclist has been asked at some point in time, but aren't you afraid of dying? Aren't you afraid of doing this dangerous thing? Non-riders often think that it's reckless, impractical, and outright dangerous that we ride motorcycles. But to those of us who do ride, it's more than just the ride. It's more than getting from point A to point B. It's about the journey. It's about the open road. It's about living and not being restricted. Yes, there's a danger factor to it. I don't doubt that. But from the comments that I picked up on some of the YouTube channels, people don't seem to be frightened off by the inherent danger. Most people seem to embrace it. But I suppose that's why people do rallies and that's why people climb mountains. There's lots of reasons why people do things that are dangerous. From the comments, you'll see that most people would rather face the danger than not face it at all. So yes, it is dangerous, but the danger is managed. Managed by gear, managed by your interpretation of danger, and just outright managed. I ride with all the gear all the time because you never know what you're going to encounter. So therefore I ensure that I am safe, always got my helmet, always got my gear, always got my boots. And so I feel that yes, I have mitigated a lot of the risks. For other people, it's about freedom. It's the open road, the wind in your face, the feeling of being untethered to the world. No walls, no barriers, just you, your machine, and endless possibilities, like veering off the tar road and taking a sand road to see where it goes. A motorcycle is not just a vehicle, it's an escape. It's a way of making a decision of the moment. For some, it's about the thrill. To lean into a perfect corner, the rumble of the engine beneath you, the split-second decisions that sharpen your senses. Riding demands your focus, your skill, your respect. That's all part of the risk mitigation. Every ride is a test. Every kilometer is a lesson. Then there's the brotherhood, the community, Motorcyclists, no matter where they're from, they share an unspoken bond. We greet each other on the road, a simple wave, a nod at a traffic light, and we understand each other. When you're sitting at lunch with 8 guys you've never met before this morning, and as you start speaking to them, you discover the one guy is a surgeon, and that explains his BMW 1000RR, and another guy works in the store of a motorbike shop. And all of a sudden, that explains his showroom condition, immaculately restored 1981 CB750F. And it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your financial status. What does matter is that if somebody breaks down, the others will have their back. It's a brotherhood that you can't explain more than that. And then there's the escapism. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, and there's lots of turmoil, political pressure, riding allows us to leave it behind, even just for a little while. You don't think about the news and the stress, work responsibilities, the to-do list at home. It all fades away as the road stretches on. You get captivated. You get captivated in the moment. The sound of the engine, the feel of the throttle, the rhythm of the ride. It's temporary. But for most, that's the therapy we need. Without that break in the monotony, life could become tedious. Life could become overwhelming. It's mental health that allows you that escapism for half a day, for an hour. Motorcycling is also about passing something on, something of your skills. Riders love to teach other riders. Riders love to tell stories of their rides. There's something special about introducing someone to their first bike, watching that experience, that rush of excitement. It's more than just riding, it's tradition, it's a passion, it's a way of seeing the world differently. I remember when my son came riding up the road with my 800 GS after half an hour of training, and he was still too scared to change gears, and he rode the entire block in first gear. The concentration on his face, I achieved something. You think about what brought you here. How did you get here? What are the decisions you've made in life that got you here? What could you have done better? What could you change? The reasons we ride aren't all the same. Some ride for adventure, some ride to push their limits on dirt trails. Others enjoy the thrill of high speed through the corners in a mountain. Others ride for the nostalgia. But it's also about that childhood dream that you want to achieve something better, something outside of yourself. My personal reasons have already been captured in all of the above. As an older rider, I seem to have a different perspective on life. Not like the 20-year-old I used to be. I am a more mature person now. I have a more mature outlook. When you get to a point in your career where you've achieved, you've mastered, you've conquered, your learning curve is not so high as what it used to be in your 20s and your 30s. You wonder for something better. You hunger for something better. You hunger for something new and exciting. Something that is important, has an edge of danger to it, has an edge of mental health to it. Meeting people outside of your normal circle of friends, meeting people outside of your industry. Even if you just sit there and listen to people, the quiet guy at the end of the table, who you pick up has got some background. And upon reflection, you'll hear that he's traveled around the coastline of South Africa for 3 months. It's that type of wonder that makes you think, like Ewan and Charlie, I can do this. It's the ability to look outside of yourself and master something new that you haven't mastered for all your life. It helps you to push the boundaries, to evolve, to become better at something. That's why we ride. So I don't think the question is, why do we ride? The question is, how could we ever stop?